We're gonna watch the opening again. And it's gonna be a good time. I'll stream for longer tonight too, probably. Alright. Here we go. New game. Character, let's edit the character first. We'll be male. Class, probably warrior. Fearless warrior, weapon expert, high strength dexterity. Yes. Ooh. Or should we do a more dexterity focused build? Let's defo first try, right? High HP, high dexterity. Ooh, what do we do? Dexterity or warrior? Warrior. Gift, give me that key. It's devil first try, yeah, easy. Let's do tiny head. Hell yeah. Face, I like that one. Hair. Bobbed. Dark purple. Grape. Grape. Accept. Go. Let's do this.
Age of ancients. The world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons.
One of which we're gonna snipe the tail off of. For real. Yeah.
Then there was fire. And with fire came disparity.
Not despair.
Heat and cold. Life and death.
'Cause you're hot and you're cold.
Of course. Light and dark.
Dank.
Then from the dark they came
Craigasm.
and found the souls of lords within the flame.
Bars. Say it, Grandma.
Nito, the first of the dead.
So spooky.
The witch of Isolate
So hot.
and her daughters of chaos.
Oh, I lost.
Gwyn, the lord of sunlight, and his faithful knights.
Bless RNG.
And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten.
Is that the bed of chaos, the furtive pygmy?
With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons.
Some big ass horns.
Gwyn's mighty bolts peeled apart their stone skins. Witches weaved great firestorms.
Australia mode. Too real.
Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And seethed the scales betrayed his own. And the dragons were no more.
I'm on top of the world, yeah! My nose is running again, like yesterday. Waifu Souls Pog you! Thanks for sticking around, Jump King. I know it's a rocky start. Much love.
Soon the flame
Let's play for real this time.
and only dark will remain.
Only dank will remain, man. Dank, no, dank mode.
Even now, there are only embers.
It's the girl from Witcher.
Sees not light, but only endless nights.
Your glasses just got back? Yeah. I couldn't take sorcery. I'm sorry.
Living our sea
So we're restarting.
carriers
I know it's annoying,
in a cursed
but, you know,
sign.
some OCD shit went down. So we're restarting. It'll be a lot better though this time, I promise. But basically, hi YouTube. Say hi everybody. This is my walkthrough of Dark Souls Remastered. I know what I'm doing, that's right, for once. Not exactly, down to a T, but I know as much as you need to get through the game.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed, with me.
The dark side brands the undead.
So, take that, Pink. Yeah, take that. There's a perfectionist. Thank you, Jump King.
The undead are corralled and led to the north.
Perfectionists, rise up. Look at this background. Is this not satisfying?
Where they are locked away
Swag.
to await the end of the world.
Alright, Grandma, we get it. Let's go. So follow me if you want to win like a boss. We're doing a strength dexterity build, basically.
This is your fate.
Now, everybody cross your fingers. Because... well, don't cross them now. But we want the Black Knight Greatsword. That's what we want, as early as possible. We won't be able to use it right away. But that shit smacks if we can get that right away. So, thank you. We're gonna run into a Black Knight very soon, after Tutorial Island, and we're gonna hope we get the Black Knight Greatsword. We're not gonna reset or anything if we don't get it, but that's gonna be the turning point if we do. That'd be super awesome. Alright, here we go. If this is your first time playing the game, I recommend doing a strength/quality build. Don't do sorcery, unless you really hate yourself, like a lot. These guys don't even drop souls, huh? Alright, these guys are useless. Oh! Psych! Alright, right bumper, light attack, right trigger, heavy. Run with B. Unless you're on keyboard and you're weird. I don't know your controls for keyboard because you're weird. I'm playing Xbox controller. Baby swag. Alright, run up here. Bonfire. This is your checkpoint/save point. What's up, Linos? Always light the bonfires. This is competitive. How'd it go? Always light the bonfires and rest at them if you need to regain your health. Don't fight this guy. Whee! He's gonna eat your ass. You won? Epic. I'm proud of you. I'll name my child after you now. Shield. To use it, equip it in the equipment section in your menu. Hold left bumper. Let's go over some rules of stats really quick. So this item has 100% physical damage reduction, which means you're not going to take any damage from physical attacks as long as you block it. Alright? If your shield said 80 right there, you would only take like 20% damage. I believe is the math. Let's equip our sword. So sprint attacks exist in this game. They're a little bit slow, but they do more damage. Always make sure you stick around after you kill something to see if they dropped anything or not. Traverse the fog. Let's go. Head this way. Don't get trolled. But they're gonna break over the wall. Go through here. Either talk or kill this guy. If you're speed running, just kill him. But if you actually have mercy in your little tiny heart, don't. They'll give you the Estus Flask either way, along with the Undead Asylum Key. You're gonna need both of those. Going down the stairs will lead you to the bonfire we went to earlier. But we don't need to go there right now, so we're gonna skip it. If you're a sorcerer, your catalyst will be here. I'm sorry if you're a sorcerer, by the way. You're gonna hate your life. If it's your first time playing, that is. Take care of him. There's a bow and arrow guy here, so just lure these guys out. Run, bitch! Sprint attack, regular attack. This is a good area to practice your parries. It's not a too strong enemy, but you press the left trigger at the right time. And... okay, I don't think you can do it against thrust attacks, actually. Let's see. Maybe I just suck. One more try. There we go. So, I actually missed the riposte. That's weird. But you heard the sound effects. You saw what happened. Whenever that happens and you hear that sound effect, walk up a little bit closer, and then just hit him with a light attack, and it'll do an epic animation, do a bunch of damage. You know. That whole thing. Now, the Asylum Demon's right here looking up at you. Quickly jump down. I missed. I missed. Shut up, Pink. Okay, anyways. You're supposed to do a plunging attack on him. So don't miss. Alright, you just kind of walk off the edge and press the right bumper at the right time. It's very hard to miss. I'm just really dumb. But after that, just hug his ass and beat him up. Because you can do that now. He's very easy. I'm going to say that and probably die anyways. But that's okay. This is Dark Souls. I think you can cut off his tail and get a special weapon. But, big deal, right? We just had a demon on a walkthrough. Stop! You're gonna jinx it. My nose is runny, which isn't helping. Ah! Okay, go. Also, pay attention to your stamina. Stamina is very important in this game, okay? Every time you swing, every time you roll, every time you block something, your stamina goes down, alright? Your stamina recovers slowly when you're shielding, fast when you're not shielding. Some simple rules of thumb, whatever that means. Okay, we're fine. Oh, yeah, you can block these attacks, too. But they use a lot... Actually, never mind. Don't even think about it. Don't think about blocking his attacks. It's a bad idea. Woo-wee! That was close! Alright, we get the key and a butt-ton of souls. Basically, use the key right here. You can go rest if you want, but you don't really have to worry about it. We're gonna find the bonfire here soon enough. So you're done with Tutorial Island. Pat yourself on the back. Good job. There's a soul item around here. Boom. Alrighty. Go up. And cutscene. Oh, my nose. So runny.
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen.
Oh, snap, his bird. I forget the bird's name, but it is super cool.
To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords.
Ancient Lords. Land of Lords. Lord Drin. Ah, Lord Ran. The Lord of Running. Oh. Also, for the YouTube frogs that are here, this is being played live on Twitch. Come join us. It's fun. Right, everybody? It's fun. And also in the description of every single YouTube video. So go do that. Anyways, we're here. We have some basic things to do. Rest at the bonfire. Leave. Actually, level up. Okay. Endurance and vitality are your stamina. You actually can't see, but behind my face cam, it says vitality. Okay, vitality is your health. Endurance is your stamina. You want to get these both to 20 as soon as possible. I would start with, if you have a shield with 100% physical, start with stamina. Or endurance. If you don't, I would say start with health. Okay, talk to this guy, exhaust his dialogue, do whatever you need to. This is the Crest Fallen Soldier. His side quest is really simple, you just kind of talk to him. And then eventually, I won't spoil it, but you'll see later. Alright, we're gonna grab some items now. Humanities. Kind of like the embers of this game, if you have played the other Dark Souls games. Alright, they are different though, because they don't give you health, they just make you a human. Now, while you're a human, you can kindle bonfires. It's different than just lighting them. What you do is you go up to an already lit bonfire, and you say kindle. What that does is it gives you more Estus flasks, but only when you rest at that bonfire. So it's good to save your humanities for bonfires where you're near a boss or something, where you're gonna need more Estus flasks. So just kind of follow this path, grab these things. There's a lot of chests down here. Now you're gonna be scared to open everything. Someone reminded me in the chat box that they were freaking out that I was just opening these without checking. Like if they're a mimic or not, if you know what those are. But don't worry, none of these are mimics. If you want to know for sure, I'll teach you. Every chest has a chain on the right side. If it's curling backwards like that, it's safe. If it's curling towards you, like the opposite direction, it's a mimic. I'll show you once we get to a mimic, but there are none. At least not for the near future. And those Lloyd talismans, if you throw them at a mimic, it'll turn back into a chest. But why not just kill the mimic at that point? Alright, follow this path. Don't kill the skeletons. They're not worth it. I almost died. Just hold your shield, run past them. Blah, blah, blah. Can I go around this? No. There's gonna be a big boy here. He's extra scary. Okay. It's okay if you die, though, because the bonfire is right near. Also, binoculars are optional. Okay, so I died. Big deal. But we're not done grabbing items, so we're gonna run back here and grab, I think, 2 more things. But you'll spawn back here, so just take the same path. That's what happens if you die. You spawn back at the shrine. Or the fire. Sorry, not the shrine. Actually, we should talk to this guy, too. He's another guy for a side quest, but he also sells... What does he sell? Spells? Miracles? He sells you something, but he's your first covenant you can join. Big deal. You can join if you want, whatever. I don't really care about covenants. Most of them have stuff to do with online play. This is an offline play walkthrough. I suggest if it's your first time, it should be offline play as well. Because people can invade you, and it's annoying when you die constantly from not even enemies in the game. Alright, so there's this item. Since we're sexy and cool, we can go back and grab our souls. Never played Dark Souls. This is a foreign concept. Whenever you die, you leave behind your souls. It's kind of like dropping money in Terraria or something. And you gotta go and retrieve it. If you die twice in a row, without retrieving your souls, you lose them. So it's a good idea whenever you're about to go do something you're probably gonna die doing, like exploring, to use all your souls at the bonfire to level up. If I didn't mention, that's how you level up. You do it at the bonfire. Okay, so these guys are gonna follow you till the day you die. Literally. So, don't worry about killing them. But just run over here. Grab this item, and then the game can officially start. We've gotten everything we basically can, and we're ready to continue. Now, this won't be a 100% walkthrough, but it'll be enough percent. And we're not going to cover the DLC either. That'll be its own walkthrough that you'll have to watch. Oh, one more thing. This is riskier, so don't do it if you're a pussy. But if you're not, and you're an epic gamer, then follow this path. Basically what we're gonna do is upgrade our Estus Flask before we even start the game. Upgrading your Estus Flask will cause it to heal more health per use. Now, I have a funny story to tell while we're kind of on our way here. Also, all the enemies you see here you can kill. They're very easy. Or all the hollows, I should say. Don't kill the ghosts later on. But this item we're about to grab, you can either use it to upgrade your Estus flask, or you can eat it to gain some souls. Not even a lot. Alright, it's not worth it at all to eat it. But I'm an idiot. So my first playthrough, I came down here, and these enemies were easy, so I thought this is where I was supposed to be going. But the enemies up ahead, the ghosts, like I mentioned earlier, they are very difficult right now, so you shouldn't be here. This guy sells, sorcerer things. So you can talk to him if you're playing sorcerer. Going up there is a bad idea as well, so don't do that. But this item that I used is what we're gonna go get right now. Also, this isn't where you should be yet. That's why this is, kind of cheesy. So we're just gonna grab this and run away. Of course, there's more items to grab. Grab them as you will. This is also optional, but very helpful. Don't fall in the water. That's instant death. Alright, so now we're going to start running into ghosts. These you can literally not even hit unless you use a transient curse, the things we just picked up. Don't use those, they're useful for later, when we actually come here to make progress. But for right now, just follow my path and be careful. It's okay if you die, but try not to. This is like a little platforming challenge. Dodge these guys, grab this, run. These guys have incredible reach. Their arms are incredibly long. So just make sure you're quick. And just run back. If you die, it's okay as long as you picked up the item. If you die without picking up the item, you're probably too bad to even try to get it, so give up. Sorry, but it's the fact. Alright. Let's head back. I say that, but we just played an hour and 40 minutes of a sorcery build, and I hated it so much because I sucked. So I restarted. That's why nobody's here right now, because it's boring to watch the same thing twice. But it's okay. I want this playthrough to be perfect. So I'll do what I have to. And I also don't mind, because I love this game. I've only beaten it twice, so acting like a pro is probably not smart. I'm in love with the coco. Ew, dude. Why do I look like that? Staring into your soul. Basically, this is what you look like until you use a humanity. You know your character customization? That's what you'll look like once you use a humanity. Until then, you look like a piece of bacon. Alright, so to use this Firekeeper Soul, you talk to this person. Don't use it from your item menu. I can't stress that enough. It is not good to do that. Unless you're doing some stupid challenge. Or not, it's not stupid if you're doing it. Just don't use it. Okay. Now, we can officially begin the game. Let's head to the Undead Burg. First, when you wear no armor. What's worse when you wear no armor? Just the game in general? Because that's very true. Another good rule of thumb, whatever that means, is to always hold your shield button whenever you're just exploring. You almost jumped off the edge. Seeing yourself hollowed. Oh, that's true. That's true. It's very true. I'll show it just for a moment here. What the freak? What the freak? Look at his buns, dude. He looks like a crisp piece of burnt bacon. Get that armor back on. Speaking of armor, there's a stat on the far right of the armor piece. That's the weight it takes up, okay? You want to pay attention to that, because if you weigh too much, you'll do a thing called a fat roll. And we were talking about it earlier. It's not fun. Okay? Basically, you roll, but incredibly slowly, and you're just very vulnerable to any attack. That's a backstab. I'll explain that later. But, you know, if you're playing Sword and Shield like you should be, or a Strength/Dexterity build, basically just block and hit. It's simple, but effective. Okay. Now, to jump in this game, there's no specific button for it, really. In order to jump, you have to be sprinting, and then press the sprint button immediately after letting go. So now that you know how to do that, jump over here. Carefully sidle along the ledge. And you'll get a very special item, which is very strange. Or parry if you don't suck, that's true. I already explained that, so I won't again, but that is with the left trigger. And you do it as soon as they attack. Anyways, this Ring of Sacrifice. Don't equip it. You know, you just got a new ring, it's exciting. But don't equip it. If you die with it on, it will break. Oh, but then why would I ever wear it? I just won't wear it then. Well, you know how I explained when you die, you lose all your souls, right? With that ring on, you won't lose your souls when you die. But the ring will break, so it's a one-time use. There's a better way to use it than to just wear it. Basically, if you die, your souls fall on the ground, right? If you wear the ring while your souls are on the ground, and you're going back to get your souls, but you die again, the ring will break, but the souls will remain there. They won't teleport back in your inventory, but you have another chance to go pick them up. I'm sorry if it's hard to explain, but that's the easiest way I could explain it right there. Alright, the first area in the game, besides the Firelink Shrine. I'll parry right here. God damn. Okay, I suck. But you get the idea. Just time it right, and you get an epic riposte shot. But the best thing to do in this game is to backstab. You walk behind them, and you press the light attack button. No matter what weapon you're using, it's going to multiply the damage by a butt-ton, unless you're a sorcerer or using a bow and arrow, of course. But it's very simple to pull off, and I suggest you learn how to do it fast. It'll carry you through this game, I swear it. I see you. Hanging off the edge. Get your ass over here. And you can't hit multiple enemies at once, but I wouldn't bank on it. As you just saw, it's very unresponsive. You gotta be pretty perfectly aimed. You gotta be aiming pretty perfectly. And I would appreciate if anybody watching on the Twitch stream, if I ever miss anything, or you have anything to add, just go ahead and say it. Ever since changing from sorcery, you can't shut up about how much you don't like it. I mean, now that I've tried it, I can rat on it, right? I don't know if I actually tried it though. I played it for like an hour and a half. It's probably really hypocritical to just say that right away, or not hypocritical, but dumb. Get your ass down there. Yeah, I did not like it. The early game for sorcery, at least, sucks. Very bad. And I won't shut up about it. Alright, make sure I got everything. Yeah, if I'm ever just rambling, but I'm still playing the game, just follow the route. You know, I'm sure you're not stupid. You know how walkthroughs work. I thought I would take a crack at making a walkthrough, because that's all I watch on YouTube. Walkthroughs of games. Even games I don't even have. It's just awesome. You will if I spend 5k channel points? Uh-oh. I'm gonna forget you said that so I don't cry about it for the next however long. Anyways. Let's keep moving. Grabbing items. These soul items, don't use them right away. I'll explain why later. But just trust me for now. I know I'm a trustworthy guy. Oh yeah, about that. Big boy dragon, we'll see him later. He's gonna be very helpful for us. And while you're in the backstab animation, as you saw, that arrow flew right through me. You have iframes for, like, everything you do in this game. Iframes, invincibility frames, vulnerability frames. Invulnerability frames, I mean. Invincible frames, whatever. Anytime you're doing an animation, you won't take damage. An animation that's procced, but like this. I won't take damage now. Or I won't take damage while I'm backstabbing this guy. Basically, any animation you... How do I explain that? Because you don't get iframes from just attacking. Basically, anytime you do a backstab, you're invincible. So there's a lot of enemies, just try to get backstabs in. And these guys shield a lot. If you don't like people who shield a lot, just kick them. You flick the movement stick, or the left stick up, at the same time as pressing the light attack button. And you do a little kick. But make sure you're close enough or else it won't land. I love talking like I know everything. It makes me feel so awesome. Ow. As you can see there, I accidentally kicked him. You can kick any enemy you want. But it only really matters on the shielded guys. Alright, this is important. Make sure you have enough souls. About 1,500 will work. But this is a merchant. Don't kill him. I know he looks scary. Buy the residence key if you don't have the master key. But you should if you're following this walkthrough. Buy the bottomless box. And most importantly, buy the short bow. So in the priority list, it goes buy short bow, buy 50 arrows, or 55 for a few extra. You need at least 50, I would say. And then buy the bottomless box and then residence key. In that order. You don't have to buy everything in one go, because I doubt you'll have 8,000 souls to spend right now, or however much that would cost. But those are the priorities, okay? Alright, what's down here? Oh, yeah. Lots of boys. Keep an eye on your health. Double kill! Alright, climb up here. Make sure they didn't drop anything. Oh, I had a sniff real bad, sorry. Okay. Grab this. Now, we gotta do another Assassin's Creed parkour jump right here. So, get back, run, jump, roll, bam, swag. Don't fall down, but run up here. Go around the corner. Boom. Crossbow and bolts. Now, the difference between the crossbow and just the bow and arrow is that you can't really aim the crossbow. With the bow and arrow, you literally aim down like a sight in Call of Duty. You get like a reticle and everything. So in my opinion, bows are better, but they're slower. Because you have to literally aim. Or you don't have to aim, but if you want to hit anything, you're gonna want to. I've never used bows in this game as like a main attack method, though. It's always been swords and shields, so I can't really say if it's good or not. Did we get everything here? No. Grab that. Okay. Good job. You made it to the second bonfire in this area. Boom. Now, if you suck, I'm going to explain the art of kindling real fast. So, this number up here, it's been 0 this whole time. What the hell does it mean? I'm not going to do it, but you have these humanities, right? You want to use one, okay? Now, you're not going to become a human just by using it. You have to use it, and then go down here and press... It's behind my face cam, but it says reverse hollowing on it, okay? You see, it says no humanity, because I haven't used one yet. When you use one, it increases this counter. But after that, you become a human. Now, you're a human. Big deal, right? What are you going to do now? Use another humanity, or if you already have one active in here, just make sure you have one while you're a human. Go down and press Kindle. Cannot kindle while hollowed, because I'm not a human. So, kindling a bonfire will use a humanity. You have to be human to use it. But what that does is increase the amount of Estus flasks you can use. Normally, if you just light a bonfire and sit at it, you can get a max of 5 Estus flasks. But if it's kindled, you get 10. Later on, you can kindle it further, You can get 15, 20. I don't know the max, but you can get a lot. I think 20 is enough. But for now, if you suck in this area and you kind of need help, you can any area. Just kindle the bonfire and you'll get more Estus Flasks usages. Now, again, or I haven't said it yet, but enemies respawn only when you rest at a bonfire or if you die. Keep that in mind. Now, I know you probably want to level up really badly, but we have to buy some more things from the merchant, so save your souls. Unless you suck again, then, you know, you can spend them to level up. But I'm not going to, because I am awesome. Okay, walk through here. I opened that up with the... Or, did I? Which door is this? Okay, I actually didn't open a door yet. Okay. So, disregard what I was spouting. Okay, what's... Okay. So, there's gonna be a door around here. Oh, a chest. Cool. So, this one's safe. Open it up. There's a door we're gonna open up here soon with the master key. You won't be able to open it until you get the residence key from the merchant. But if you have the master key, it doesn't matter. If you're following this walkthrough, you should have the master key. Alright, hold on. Remember, you can backstab all these enemies for one-shot kills, pretty much. You can also sneak up behind enemies if you do the slow walk where you just barely tilt your stick. It's a good way to get backstabs for free. And as you saw, I was invincible during the animation there again. Ooh, don't fall. Oh, nice. Goodbye. Alright, he disappeared into non-existence. What's down there? Ah, right. Okay. Never mind. Now. Here's the door I was talking about. If you want to equip that, you can. It's probably sucky. Oh, it's actually exactly the same. So these other stats, let me explain those. I actually don't know what those are, but it doesn't really matter. Just the one on the far left, which is behind my face cam, is the armor stat, and the one on the far right is how much weight it takes up. So these are both 13. You can't see because of my face cam, sorry. But these are both 13. And this one just weighs less, so why not wear this? You know, our resistances to, what is it? Electricity, magic, and fire is down, but we're not going to run into any really magic users yet. The stat to the left of the weight is durability. Ew, my legs. Okay, you know what? Just for the sake of my eyes, we're going to wear this. But remember about being over-encumbered and you'll fat roll. It's not a good deal. I'm sure you know about that. Whatever. Let's go. So open that up with the Resident/Master Key. Get some gold pine resin. This is useful against a lot of bosses because they're weak against electricity. This will basically add electricity to your sword upon use. Or whatever weapon you're using, unless it's sorcery. Sorcery sucks. So equip that. In your equipment menu over to the right by your Estus Flask. Now if you press down, and then you press your use button, you'll apply that to your weapon. But don't use it yet. It's not infinite. And obviously it's optional. Okay, there's kind of, not really a mini-boss, but a very difficult enemy coming up here. Now, do your prayers, do your rituals, anything to increase your luck right now. Because if you can get one of this guy's items, you're basically set. This guy's very strong, and his items will last you the entire game. So try to get a backstab off. I suck. It's okay. Always block his attacks, don't roll. You'll lose stamina very quickly by blocking, but it's better than rolling, because you'll get hit if you roll. Unless you're good, but I'm not, so. Basically, just do exactly what I do. Block, walk around, backstab. I missed. Do it again. Backstab. Now that did no damage, which is a surprise after seeing how much damage it does to everything else, right? It's because this guy is tanky as balls. Alright. You start losing health, run away and heal. Okay. This guy's being a little tricky here. It's okay if you die, by the way. It's never the end of the world if you die. But it's embarrassing, so don't. Oh, that was really weird and lucky. A good time to heal is after you do backstab. You can't hit him while he's getting up. He's invincible. Don't try it. But just run around, backstab, run around, backstab, run around, backstab. Block as you can. Unblock to regain stamina. It's very tricky and definitely optional. But it's worth doing if you're confident in yourself. You can see you can kind of stun lock him here. Takes a little practice. Definitely worth it. Now, what you really want, if you're doing a strength build like I am, is the Great Sword. If you're doing any other build, you just want any of his armor pieces. Okay, that's it. You also get hella souls. And he's guarding a ring, which is pretty useful. Oh my god, we got the sword. That's very nice. That's very nice. Now, you probably can't use it yet, because if you see the required parameters, you need 20 strength and 18 dexterity. We're only at 13 strength and 13 dexterity. So we can't even really use it to its full potential yet. But... okay, we can't even two-hand it yet. Okay. So we can't use it to its full potential. But we have it for when we can, which is very good. Now, there's kind of a... it's not a trick. It's very much intended. But, you can two-hand your weapon, okay? It does more damage when you're two-handing, no matter what weapon you're using. If you're two-handing it, it's gonna do more damage. But you also can't use your shield. You can block, but it won't block as well as your shield. Your attacks will be a little bit different as well. You can see it's more vertical than, horizontal. The thing is... these required parameters change upon, two-handing a weapon. So you see how they're 20 and 18? For example, if you had 15 strength, and, you know, we have 13 dexterity, so that's enough. If you had 15 strength and 13 dexterity, you could use it to its full potential, only if you're two-handing it. Which kind of makes sense, you know? It's too heavy for you to use, right? If you use two hands, it's going to be less heavy, because you're not just carrying it with one hand. It's kind of hard to explain, but, you know, do some Google searching, or just kind of, you know, follow the walkthrough strictly with what weapons I use, and you'll be okay. But if you can't use a weapon yet, try two-handing it, and if it shows in the bottom left, without the X, then you know you can use it to its full potential. But, you know, for example, if I have this, it'll show the X, so I can't use it to its full potential. Obviously, you can use it, but it's gonna suck. Even if I two-hand it, it's still got the red X. I think that's enough explaining. Let's keep going. Now that ring. It boosts your defense when your HP is low. Equip it. That won't break when you die. None of the rings will break when you die. Unless it tells you. There's also different requirements for a ring to break. Like taking it off entirely. You have to equip it and keep it for the rest of the game. We'll get into that. I'm gonna drink real fast. That's so good. Okay. Butt Pog, we got the sword. Butt Pog. Okay, this guy's a troll. Run up, run down. You will die if you get hit by that. He will knock you off the edge and you will die. It's not fun. We're talking for stream? I don't know. I'm having the time of my life right now, so... Alright, if you have the Master's Key, you can open this, and it will lead you to a new area and a kind of mini-boss fight. But that mini-boss is very difficult right now. You should not be there yet. Which is why we're gonna go there right now. This mini-boss will give you a very strong ring. Alright? A very strong ring. Now, if you're not confident in your ability to backstab, don't do this. Okay? Don't do this right now. But if you can kill the Black Knight, you can kill this guy. His name is Havel. And he's kind of just locked down here. It's pretty depressing. Pretty depressing. But we're going to take care of him right now. It's going to take a long time, even with backstabs, but it's very worth it. Havel's also similar to Pavel, yeah. You can see that used like all of my stamina, just blocking his one attack. So just be very careful. You can see we do barely any damage, but it's very worth it to get this ring right now. Obviously optional. You don't have to do this. It's very difficult to pull off. But if you're confident, then go for it. You can get this later on. You can come back to it at a different point. But if you're cool like I am, do it now. Alright, see ya, Whenever you get close to the wall, just come back to the middle. You want to make sure there's space behind him to actually backstab him. It'd be awkward trying to squeeze in between him and a wall. It's literally a rock in a hard place. Because this guy is literally a rock. And his weapon is very good too. We get that later on as well. Same with his armor, but it's very heavy, so you basically have to forfeit a lot to wear it. Wear it effectively, I should say. See, I can't get behind him. Oh, he kind of stands still sometimes. Which is annoying because I can't get behind him right now. But you can get some free attacks when he does that. Go on. Just be patient. Try to stun lock him. If you miss a backstab like that, just reset. No big deal. Don't try to go for another one. Ooh, see, he broke my shield there. Let me explain that. Alright, that's bad. So breaking your shield, or not breaking your shield, that's a bad way to say it. Breaking your shield stance. If he hits you, or if anything hits you strong enough, it'll break your shield stance, and you'll kind of be stunned for a while. Which is not good. Because, you know, free attacks, you get hit, you die. Kind of like what I just showed you. Don't die. Please. Thanks. So yeah, you can see we just got one-tapped by him. He's very difficult, as I was saying. But if you need to, you can just run all the way back. Ignore the enemies if you want. Or don't. They're free souls. Free souls are always nice. Make sure none of them follow you before you go down and fight him again. If you plan to. If you don't plan to, then just pick up your souls and run back up. But we're gonna kill him because I want that ring. Safe? Okay. Here we go again. Oh, my lips are so dry. Oh, I can't pause. I need to use chapstick, man. It's so bad. Come on, I'm on Tango. Blow. Somehow, we're sticking our sword through his shield. Which is like literal steel, so it's kind of weird. Don't care. It's doing damage. Do my lips. Losing to lips, dude. Get your ass over here. Holy moly, dude, this is gonna take forever. Sit down. And stay down. Oop. That was sketchy. Oh, he's doing the thing. Works for me. Get your ass. Oh, come on. What, 3 more hits? Two more. he's standing again. Alright, fine. Holy shit. No way am I about to lose on the last hit. Oh my god. Almost died there. That would have sucked. Alright. You just got arguably the best ring in the game. Don't go there. Don't go there. But, nice. Now just run back up. Or if you didn't do that, then, you know, you should be up here somewhere, right? I think on this floor. Alright, so now we're both caught up. People who went down there to do that are here. People who didn't are still here. Now we're about to fight a boss. So make sure you have your gold pine resin equipped. Let's kill this guy first so he doesn't follow us. Okay. Make sure you have your gold pine resin ready. We're gonna run up here. Can't get up there, so don't worry about it. Those enemies running? I can hear. Okay. Anyways, as soon as you traverse this white fog, come over here to the right, climb the ladder. Don't forget to do this. It's a pain in the dick if you do. Kill these guys. And good job. You've just killed the first boss. It may have seemed a little bit easy, but, you know, whatever. These are both 26. This one weighs more, so I'm just gonna keep my armor on. Alright, so now that you've killed the first boss of the game... oh, I forgot to equip the pine resin. Oh, I'm so dumb. Oh, well. Anyways, there's another fog gate over here. And then, psych. Yeah, that's the first boss of the game. The Taurus Demon. Bit scary, right? Anyways, don't get too excited and use your resin yet. First, climb this. Now, very quickly, before he gets the chance to jump up, target, fall off, plunge attack. Just like with the first boss on Tutorial Island. Now run away. Use pine resin as soon as you get the chance. And get ready for the epic fight. Basically just hug his ass. Hug his ass, block his attacks, or roll, whatever. Give him a few swings. Dude. That was supposed to happen. Okay, well, no big deal. You know, people can get really mad at this game because stuff like that happens. But, let's be real. It's not a big deal. So, you'll die a lot on bosses. It's just a given. You're not gonna not die from a boss. Unless you're super awesome. So, most of the time you can just run past your enemies. Most campfires are gonna be relatively close to the boss. So you just want to run past everything. And rinse and repeat. Don't grab your souls yet, because you'll accidentally spawn in the demon. Rather, go kill these guys first. And it's do the same thing. Use more pine resin if you need to. But if you don't have the pine resin, for whatever reason, like you didn't get the key or something, I'll show you that you can still beat them pretty easily without the pine resin. I say that and I'll probably die again. Whatever. Alright. So I'll do it without the pine resin. Now you can just spam plunge attacks on him if you're quick enough to get up that ladder. But he can still hit you while you're on the ladder. He won't knock you off the ladder, but he'll do damage. So I'd only really do one plunge attack and then kind of just do the rest normally. Ow. I don't like Don't like getting trapped like that. It's pretty annoying. That'll happen if you're doing the plunge attack strat. So keep that in mind. If you kind of get trapped by him, you're gonna have to figure out how to get past. He does that little jump back spring attack that you saw earlier. But not always. So be careful. F the wall, dude. The camera is pretty funky as well. You can totally fight him without locking on. Makes it a little harder to hit him. But the camera is totally funky, especially when you're up close. If you do want to do the plunge strat, a good way to do it is to run past. Get him super far over here. I was going to do this once to show you. Trigger an attack. Run. And then climb. And you might be able to make it in time before he can hit you. See, it's pretty close, but it's possible. So there you go. I need some space, man. Then again, this is a boss, and this is Dark Souls. It's not going to be easy, okay? I don't care if it's the first boss. It's not going to be easy. It's Dark Souls. But after you beat this game using this walkthrough, you can say that you've done it. And people will think you're a true gamer. And boom. Just like that. So you can do it without the resin, but it is a lot easier with it. You get a Homeward Bone and the Humanity. The Homeward Bones are pretty awesome. I'll explain them whenever we end up using one, but for right now, you're not really going to need one. Also a secret item right here. Just a soul. Okay. Run on down. Now be careful. Don't run that way. Yet. Don't run that way yet. There's a strategy that you need to do there because it's trickier than it looks. But we're going to talk to this guy first. He is a lot of people's favorite character, along with Segmeyer. We're going to exhaust his dialogue. There's a lot of side quests in this game, okay? A lot of them. I suggest looking them up if you want to know about them. But I'm only going to be doing, like, 2. And that's this guy and Segmeyer's quest lines. Unless you count the Crestfallen Soldier as a quest line, then we'll do that one as well. But, this guy, basically, he lost his son. Now, I don't know if he mentions if it's the physical son, like he's a father and he has a son, or the son as in, you know, that. I don't really know which one it is. I think he spells it as that kind of son, but who really knows? Seems to be a theme with family members in this game. But I'll explain his storyline as we keep going. Right now, you just kind of meet him. So that's, Solaire. So, for this part, run. And get in the cubby. So yeah, that's intended. There's no easier way to do that. Just run, get in the cubby. Be careful right here. Don't fall down. But kick this ladder. And then take it down. Now you have access to this bonfire. How awesome. Good job. So we have a shit ton of souls. We're gonna go buy the rest of the things I talked about right now. You should have a shit ton of souls as well. Unless you lost them somehow. No big deal. I'll show you a way to grind for souls in a moment. But if you have a lot of souls, without grinding, come down here and buy the rest of the things I said so. Residence key. I don't think you need it if you have the master's key, but we're just going to pick it up anyways. repair box, bottomless box, and then the bow and arrow if you haven't gotten that yet. Don't buy the armor.
Thank you.
You can kill him now if you want. I don't think it really gives you anything. But just run back. Now I'm going to show you a way to grind souls for a very early game. So let me explain the bottomless box. So the bottomless box you can access from bonfires. It says right here on behind my face cam. It's just what you think it is. It's a storage box. So if you're playing offline, you're not going to need the white signed soapstone. So for example, I'm going to press the right bumper, and now you can see that number on the right is changing. Held is what's in your inventory. Storage is what's in the box. So if it says 0, you go into your inventory, and you don't see it there anymore. Because guess what? It's in your box. So basically, put everything you don't need in there. I'm going to do that right now. Kind of just quickly. Everything that doesn't help you, basically. Get rid of it. Same with like weapons and stuff. Weapons you don't need right now. All that junk. Ooh, keep the bow though. Keep the bow and your main weapon. Okay. Okay. I also forgot to explain what Havel's Ring does. It's okay, you don't really need to wear it right now. It's kind of for later in the game. I would say like mid-game. But basically it boosts your maximum equip load by a metric fuck ton. Okay, you can wear like decently heavy armor and have a really heavy weapon and shield and not fat roll at all. It increases it, I want to say, by like 150%. Alright, I don't know if I can show the stat display somewhere. Here we go. It increases your equip load from... So right now my equip load is 55, you can see it over there, to 82. Now, it doesn't seem like a lot, but when you start slow rolling and you don't have this ring, you're going to wish you had it. So we might as well equip it now, why not, right? Obviously, you're not going to see a change, but whatever. Now that we've spent all of our souls on what we needed to, we're just going to level up with the rest. So get your endurance to 20, and then your vitality to 20, or the other way around if you're kind of bad. Now I'm going to explain a good way to use soul items. So you have all these soul items, right? Why don't you use them to level up? You see how we have 836 souls? And to level up, we need 847. That's what, these numbers over there mean. 11 is my level, and the 2 under it is souls/required souls. So I have 836, and I need 847 to level up. Now, you could go kill an enemy, but that's risky, and you don't want to lose your souls by dying. So what you're going to do, because you're an expert that watches The One, The Only, and subscribes for future videos... You're going to use 1 soul. Your tiniest soul. And now you have enough. And now I only have 189 souls, rather than 800. So if I die, it's less of a loss. And there's less pressure on you. Alright, so we have this bonfire. Now I'm going to show you how to grind souls for early game. It's not really worth grinding souls, unless you kind of skip enemies a lot. I'm not going to grind souls for the sake of my sanity, but to do it, you come up to these stairs, run up, run back down. You can fall down, it's not a big deal. Rest to respawn the enemies. And then repeat. As many times as you need to. You get about 555 souls a pop. So what's happening is you're running up here. You're running across the bridge. Now remember when you got actually flamed by that dragon? Or drake, whatever? It's basically just spitting more fire, but only killing the enemies because you take cover. Results may vary. So you can see I just got a whole level up from that. So if you ever need to grind souls for the early to mid game, just come here. There's other areas to grind souls in, which I'll bring up when we get there. But this is the first one. So actually, that dragon is very helpful to us, not only for grinding souls, but because we can do something very epic. So remember the bow we bought? Equip that. Equip your arrows. Press the right bumper once to activate aim mode, and then the left bumper to activate reticle mode. Aim at the tail. Okay, kind of look for where it stalls so it's easier to hit. Like right there, it stays there longer than any other area. Hit it. And wait. Do the exact same thing. Except this time, you can hit his tail on the way up. From this time onward, you can hit him twice per action. By just aiming in these spots over and over. Now, if you're a sorcery class, do this. If you're a dexterity class, do this. If you're a strength class like I am, do this. No matter what class you are, you should definitely do this. The reason is because you get a very, very overpowered sword, especially for the early game. You're not supposed to get it this early, but this is a very awesome exploit. I saw it from the YouTuber Fightin' Cowboy. I don't know where he found it from. But there's my source. So it's okay if you miss some arrows. You only really need like 36 or something. But that's why I bought extra. Because you can miss sometimes. But yeah, basically do this. And there we go. You get the Drake Sword. So, press left bumper to get out of reticle mode. Press OK. Now, the dragon, or Drake, whatever, doesn't have a tail. He still exists. He's not dead. You're not going to get any souls from this. But you get this weapon. And I think you can use it right away. No, you need 16th strength. But we're only 3 levels away from it, so we're pretty damn close. But as you can see, its raw physical damage is 200. Now, other weapons, they have like this has 80 and then plus 21. The plus 21 is because there's item scaling. Item scaling depends on the required parameters. So you require 10 strength and 10 dexterity. But if you have over that, since I have 13 strength and 13 dexterity, I'm going to do more damage with the weapon. If I only had 10 strength and 10 dexterity, it's only going to do 80 damage, plus 0. But as I just said, I have 13 of each, so it's doing plus 21. Dragon items, there's several dragon items in this game, I think. This is the only one I've actually gotten, but I think there's more. Any dragon item is gonna only have a raw stat. You can't increase it anymore. There's not gonna be any plus number that you can get. Even if you have 19 strength and 19 dexterity, it's gonna stay at 200. But that's still a lot better than 101, or whatever your current weapon is at this point. Now you can see the Black Knight Sword has a base power of 220, and it says minus 177 right now, but that's only because I don't meet the requirements. But the thing about the Black Knight Sword is it does scale. So it's 220 plus however much stat increase. This is just a base stat. So that's why the Black Knight Sword is so freaking nuts. Along with the Black Knight Greatsword, Black Knight Halberd, you know, those kinds of weapons. Alright, with that out of the way, we're not going to use it yet because we don't have 16 strength. But I can show you that if I two-hand it right now, I can use it properly. Because it doesn't have that red X down there. But I can't single-handedly. Because I'm close enough to the parameters where I can use it with 2 hands. But I like my shield, so I'm going to use this weapon. There's a guy down here. Be careful, don't fall off. 2 guys down here, sorry. Boom. 1. Come here, you little bastard. Come on. You little douche. Okay. What? Okay. Enemies get stronger as you go along, you know. Makes sense. Like every game ever. Alright, so you can either go this way, fight some rats, and climb a ladder to get to the next area, or you can go this way. I'm going to show you this way just because this is the way most people are probably going to go. But either way works. We're going to trigger him to breathe the fire to kill some enemies. Now, as soon as the fire's gone... Oops, a little early. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go rest at the bonfire. Just to... no, I'm not. I'm a savage. Okay, trigger the fire. As soon as it goes away, run to where I'm about to show you. Right here. You're safe here. As soon as that fire stops, wait. Don't move. Wait for this guy to jump. As soon as he jumps, run. You know where we're running. Right over there. Okay? Gonna jump down as soon as he moves. Go. Now. Veer off to the right. You can see his tail is gone because we shot it off. And boom. Congrats. You made it to the next area. The Undead Parish. So now just kind of wait for him. He's going to go away eventually. I actually didn't know he could do that. Okay, so maybe don't stand in the doorway, but just wait for him. And he goes away. So now you can grab these items here. If you didn't get a good sword yet, and you're a strength class, the Claymore is wonderful until you get a good sword. It's actually going to be better than the Drake sword, but we have to upgrade it first. So I'll walk you through that as well. But we have the Black Knight sword, so we're going to shoot straight for that. We'll probably just use the Drake sword until we can use it. It's not going to be worth upgrading the Claymore, since we'll have this soon enough. But I'll show you what to do with the Claymore anyways once we get there. Okay. Bonfire. Rest, so that we... If you light a bonfire and you die, you won't go back to that bonfire. You won't respawn at the bonfire. You have to rest at the bonfire in order to use it as a checkpoint when you die. Okay? Remember, when you rest, the enemies are going to respawn, so you can see everyone is there. Alright, let's level up. Need more souls, so we're going to pull out a soul item. This is 200, so this should be enough. Maybe just barely, no. Uno mas. Okay. Actually, we should level up our strength to 16 just so we can use the, sword quicker. So I'm just gonna use some more soul items to level up fast. Or, no, you can't grind for souls anymore once you get here. I should have mentioned that. My apologies. I don't think using all these souls will give me enough to, level up enough, but we might as well just see how much it gives us. F it. So that's like 1 level. And that's like 2 levels. So we'll save the rest of our soul items for increasing our souls when we just barely have enough. Okay. So we just need to level up 1 more time. We might as well just grind these enemies right here. Sweet. Okay, so I'm just gonna use the rest of my soul items because I don't want to grind anymore. And this should be enough. Cool. Okay, so now we can one-hand the Drake Sword. That's awesome, because this weapon is very strong. I have stick drift. So yeah, now we can one-tap these guys without backstabbing. And if you haven't killed Havel yet, it's probably a good idea to go and do it now if you can use the Drake Sword. Or as soon as you can use the Drake Sword, you might as well go kill Havel. You could probably do it if you're strong enough with the backstabs. Or you're good enough with the backstabs. Now this area might seem useless, that's because it is. Unless you're a sorcerer, which you're still useless. But if you're a sorcerer and you level up your intelligence enough, you can... Or maybe it's faith. One of the sorcery skills, which is just useless because sorcery is stupid. You can join Solaire's Covenant right here. Like Warrior of the Sun or something, I don't know. Alright, we're gonna rest here. We're gonna open up this lever and we're gonna continue here next time. I've been streaming for about 3 hours now, so I'm gonna end the stream, go to sleep, edit some videos. But if you're enjoying the walkthrough so far, let me know. And thank you. Alrighty. Gnarly. I'm liking doing walkthroughs. I think it's fun.